This is CBC Winnipeg News.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. It was a tragic drowning that claimed the lives of two young boys in Winnipeg Lake. Now the province says it's acting quickly to make changes to the Sturgeon Falls Trail. But for one family, it's a heartbreaking reminder that changes didn't come soon enough. CBC's Josh Crabb reports.
We're here at the falls.
This set of fast-flowing rapids called Sturgeon Falls attracts crowds of visitors on a nearly 2-kilometer hiking trail. It's been the site of deadly drownings 3 times in recent years, the latest earlier this month when 2 young boys died.
We've determined that fencing is going to be being put up.
Environment and Climate Change Minister Mike Moy says fencing more than a meter high, running 300 meters in length, will soon be installed along Sturgeon Falls Trail. Existing signage will be updated with stronger warnings about the dangers of slippery rocks, a strong current, and steep drop-off. The trail will remain closed until the changes are made.
People will still be able to view the falls, but they're going to be able to do it in a way that ensures that they're going to remain safe.
According to RCMP, on July 18th, 13-year-old Arino Ramirez went in after his 10-year-old brother Maximo slipped on a rock and fell in the water. The bodies of both boys were recovered last week.
It is going to be an area that is going to be, yes, heavily protected.
Nudimic Lodge owner Allison Baker-Thiessen supported the family during the search. She was among the businesses and cottagers consulted and is relieved the province is making changes.
I think this is going to be a great way to make it safe and to be able to be enjoyable for everybody.
Arouj Danish and Mohammed Habib, the parents of 12-year-old Usaid Habib, are also thankful, but still question why the province didn't act sooner. Their son drowned in the same spot in May 2023, and a 38-year-old woman died there in 2025.
Manitoba has beautiful, beautiful places. Shutting them all off is not a solution, but safety measures is a way going forward. We don't want these losses to happen.
The minister says the province is acting quickly in light of this latest tragedy. Moyes hopes the work will be done before the end of summer. He's also directed park staff to look at other areas of Manitoba that may need safety upgrades. Josh Crabb, CBC News, Winnipeg.
Manitoba animal welfare and rescue groups are calling for change after a rescue volunteer was killed in a dog attack on a First Nation. Amanda Nobis was found dead outside a home in Sandy Bay, Ojibwe First Nation on July 17th. 37-year-old was working for Canine Advocacy Manitoba. She was attacked and killed by aggressive and protective dogs. Canine Advocacy partners in prevention, and the Winnipeg Humane Society are calling on all levels of government to do more to help with dog overpopulation issues. They held a rally this afternoon at the Manitoba Legislature grounds.
For us, it's supporting community-led programs. That's the biggest thing that we want to address, is that it has to come from these First Nation communities. It has to come from the communities itself that want the change, and then we have to support those programs.
The groups are calling for better access to veterinarians on First Nations and more funding for rescues. A Winnipeg-born man is back behind bars at a U.S. detention center. It comes just 5 weeks after a federal judge ordered he be released from the ICE facility. He already spent 8 months inside. Now, Clayton Herman is being detained again, all for what he says is a paperwork error. The I-Team's Michelle Allen reports.
After just 5 weeks of freedom, Clayton Herman is back behind bars at Adelanto ICE Detention Center.
The first 24 hours of this, your nerves are always gone. Time seems to slow down extremely.
ICE first sent him to Adelanto after a routine check-in last year. After 8 months in detention, a judge ordered his release in June, saying he'd been denied due process. Herman admits he overstayed his visa in violation of federal immigration laws, but says he's followed his release conditions.
Maybe they'll see me as such a nuisance, they want to get rid of me. Maybe they'll just want to torture me for a while and keep me here for some indefinite period of time till they get around it. I don't know.
ICE detained him again last Tuesday at a scheduled check-in. Herman says it's because some forms he mailed in didn't arrive in time. CBC has viewed the tracking info for the letter he sent by priority mail. Sherry Owen says she waited for Herman outside the ICE office for hours. He never came back out.
Again, he's in indefinite hold. It's just heart-ripping. It takes your breath away with disbelief.
An immigration law expert says it's shocking that administrative form delays could lead to detention, especially considering that a federal court already ruled against detaining Herman.
I think there's a very blatant trampling of basic rights of citizens and non-citizens alike. And that is part of a very intentional policy, I'm sorry to say.
ICE said it's keeping Herman detained until he's deported. Global Affairs Canada wouldn't say how many other Canadians are currently detained. In a statement, it says sometimes consular officials can help detainees get back to Canada.
I just hope they just keep me in mind, don't forget about me.
Herman says he wants to be deported but can't leave the country without a passport. He's trying to get the forms he needs to leave from ICE and the Canadian consulate. It's not clear how long he'll be locked up. Michelle Allen, CBC News, Winnipeg.
A 31-year-old man has been arrested after a stabbing in South Osborne last night. Police say the victim was attempting to help a woman who appeared to be suffering from an overdose. As he was helping, police say a man who knew the woman approached him and stabbed him. The suspect ran away and the victim and woman were both taken to hospital. Officers searched nearby and found the suspect on Brandon Avenue. They say he tried to run away but was quickly caught. 2 knives were also seized. A 31-year-old man has been charged with assault with a weapon and possession of a weapon. A First Nation in northern Manitoba wants compensation for a 4-day power outage this past winter. It led to frozen pipes, evacuations, and 180 homes left in disrepair. And as the CBC's Josh Crabb explains, they hope to take the fight to court.
The power outage in Pimachikamak Cree Nation in December 2025 led to frozen and burst water and sewer pipes, flooding, and mold. 4,000 people were forced from their homes. After 4 days, Manitoba Hydro restored power. The First Nations chief has talked about how difficult this has been on the community. Now, the Cross Lake Band of Indians has filed a proposed class action lawsuit. It names Manitoba Hydro and the provincial and federal governments as defendants. The legal filing states 650 people are still out of their homes.
This was a community-wide humanitarian emergency that we are talking about today. The harm continued long after the lights came back on.
People had no heat, water, and sewage treatment plants were damaged. Leaders say they called for a second power line and argue in the claim they warned the utility about unreliable service.
Those warnings were not acted on. We cannot allow the same risk to remain in place.
The plaintiffs allege Hydro's public statement about gunfire damage to these aerial marker balls and on the line itself was misleading. They argue the utility's own infrastructure problems were to blame.
This was not only a broken line, the lack of planning and mistakes during the response made a serious emergency even worse.
Manitoba Hydro says a loss of electrical service is always a possibility and crews work to restore power as quickly as possible. It intends to defend itself and plans to file a response. The federal government is reviewing the claim. The province isn't commenting. The statement of claim doesn't say how much money the First Nation wants, but their lawyers say it will be in the multiple millions of dollars. The proposed class action lawsuit still has to be certified before it can move forward. Josh Crabb, CBC News, Winnipeg.
All right, Riley, Riley, another hot and humid day, and we know that with both those conditions comes the possibility of storms.
Yeah, and we're starting to see some of that firing up already, Brittany. The watches and warnings changing pretty frequently into northern Manitoba, where we now have a red level tornado warning that's just been issued for the Thompson, for the city of Thompson. It's been in place for some time now for Opapon, Napawin, and the Nelson House region. We don't have any radar coverage here, but it's for this storm that you'll see on satellite satellite imagery that is kind of in between these two communities pushing eastward. So Thompson not looking at a direct hit from this, but when you see these red level warnings issued, that is a sign to take cover and know your safe space. The reason why this is such a large area is because of the lack of radar coverage and the fact that we don't have any confirmation of any sort of a touchdown at this point. But this is all within the region that is under tornado watch. Severe thunderstorm watch is in place for a good chunk of the west through the Interlake, and a warning now in place as well for Riding Mountain National Park as well. This is all the result of a cold front that's now pushing across southern Manitoba, bringing with it the risk of severe weather as we head into the evening. This storm in particular likely bringing some hail into the Riding Mountain region, and we'll see all of that thunderstorm development continuing, Brittany, into the evening, and I'll go into the details when I come back.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that. Thanks, Riley.
You're welcome.
Preserving a piece of history while planning for the future. Coming up, we head to rural Manitoba to see how it's connecting with the community.
Are you
The renovation of a historic train station in western Manitoba is gaining momentum, thanks to some funding from the provincial government. CBC's Chelsea Kemp is in Rivers to explain.
Built in 1917, the Rivers train station is the last active Via Rail stop in western Manitoba. Now, after decades of hard work by local volunteers, it's on track to become an economic engine for the region. It's moving full steam ahead with restoration after a $98,000 grant from the province.
It shows the power of community, and it shows the power of small group of people can do amazing things.
The committee is partnering with Brandon University's Rural Development Institute. Together, they'll collect research and data on the locally led initiative, then share that information so other communities can replicate what works.
It's about building your community for both the people that live here now, the people that you want to visit, the people that you want to come and live in the future. So community economic development is about building the quality of life while you're also building economic opportunities.
Plans for the station include a virtual and physical museum, improved passenger amenities, and a home for the Riverdale and Area Community Foundation. Also, a nod to the past, the Sakine Bicycle Factory, which called Rivers home for 50 years. The factory relied on trains to transport parts from Japan to Rivers, and the finished bicycles were sold across North America.
It's huge. It paved a pathway for others to do what we're doing, and we intend to pave a pathway and pay it forward.
The committee is also looking to keep that legacy on track by pursuing a sister city tie with Arakawa, Japan, known globally as the Bicycle City. Chelsea Kemp, CBC News, Rivers.
A Transcona transitional housing project for veterans has reached a new milestone. Construction is finally underway, 4 years after the Homes for Heroes Foundation first announced plans to build a village for veterans. It will be made up of 25 tiny homes and will offer community resources for vets in need. The project was delayed primarily due to fundraising challenges and an environmental issue, but it's now ready to begin.
We are so happy to be shovels in the ground. I mean, today's a ceremony, but we're literally waiting for the permits to arrive in the next couple days, and then we'll have equipment on site. But we're so proud to bring a veterans village to the city of Winnipeg.
The group says it will start building a list of eligible veterans for the homes shortly. It's targeting a spring 2027 opening. Consultations are getting underway on the future of a historic Winnipeg church. Holy Trinity Anglican has been a landmark in the city's core since 1884. The building was threatened with demolition until Centre Venture agreed last year to fund a feasibility study. Now it's looking at what future possibilities there are for the space. Church leaders would like it to remain a place of worship, but say there are opportunities to also include other options.
We are open to really, truly listening and making decisions today that will carry on in generations to come. What that looks like, we don't know, but certainly housing, cultural center, these are all possibilities depending on what we find out from the community.
Church repairs alone are estimated to cost $7.75 million. That work is expected to begin by 2029. A sacred ceremony was held today for Blizzard, the white bison who died last week at Assiniboine Park Zoo. The rare animal had been there for more than 2 decades and held a lot of significance to many people. Today, Indigenous elders and community members gathered to honor it. CBC's Mike Arsenault has more.
Drumming to honor the loss of Blizzard, the white bison who died in Assiniboine Park Zoo last week. A white bison is a sacred being in many Indigenous cultures, seen as a powerful spiritual sign. Colleen Rajat visited Blizzard often.
I felt really connected to Blizzard, so when he passed, I wanted to make sure as a community that we were able to honor him, do ceremony, and send him home to all of his relatives in a proper way.
Blizzard arrived at the zoo in a snowstorm in 2006 as a gift from an anonymous American rancher. The extremely rare animal became one of the zoo's most recognizable and cherished figures.
We renew our hearts and our minds.
Jace Pratt helped lead the prayer and ceremony and says we can learn a lot from the animal.
The Buffalo Nation taught us how to be a family, how to live together as a family. So the prayers that we say here today are for you and your families.
The zoo says Blizzard meant a lot to the staff and the visitors. He was one of their ambassadors and very charismatic.
Everyone had an opportunity with Blizzard. He was really just an animal that helped build connections to the natural world, and he'll be missed for that.
Chris Enright says Blizzard was 21 when he died, which is the average life expectancy for bison. Rajat says it was important to honor the spirit of Blizzard.
He was a beautiful, sacred being, and we're going to miss him.
A book of condolences and an offering bowl is available at the zoo for anyone who wants to say a final goodbye. Mike Arsenault, CBC News, Winnipeg.
All right, Riley back in. And Riley, I feel like this summer we're really getting a chance to learn these new color systems when it comes to the warnings, and things can really happen and change very quickly.
Yes, and case in point, we're seeing that happen while we're on the air here. So I'm going to start where I left off last time, Brittany, with the red level tornado warning that was issued, now in place for the Thompson region. So likely at the time this was issued, if you're watching us from Thompson, your TV may have been taken over by that alert. So I'll walk you through this again. So Thompson issued as part of that warning, but Opapon, Napawin, South Indian Lake, Nelson House have been in this warning for some time through the afternoon. Because of a thunderstorm that's been pushing through, we have no radar coverage, like I was saying a little bit earlier, but we can show you the simulated radar imagery. It's a product from our weather provider that takes a look at some of the satellite data and attempts to paint a bit of a picture. So that's what I'm showing you here. This is not live satellite data, but you can see this main thunderstorm, which prompted this warning. There's been no confirmed touchdowns, kind of crossing in between the two communities, and this will travel to the north of Thompson as we get through the next little while here. So Thompson not in any major threat right now, but certainly when you see these red level warnings issued, that's the top tier of that 3-coded weather alert system. It means be on the lookout and keep your eyes on the skies and make sure you know where your safe space is in case severe weather does hit. Southern Manitoba, we have seen some thunderstorms riding along a cold front out ahead of it as we've advanced through the afternoon. Riding Mountain National Park into McCreary, into the St. Rose Oka River area, into a severe thunderstorm warning, the potential for up to ping-pong-sized hail with some of these thunderstorms as they cross into southern Manitoba through the evening hours here. And this all stretches back up into parts of the northern Interlake and into Hecla, for example, fueled in part by some very warm and humid weather we've had. 32 to 34 across the south through the afternoon. The northern half of the province around the 30-degree mark as well. Humidex values feeling into the 40s through the afternoon. So as this cold front comes through, this will trigger a few more thunderstorms as we get through the evening. It doesn't mean everywhere in southern Manitoba will see a thunderstorm. It just means be on the lookout as we head into the evening and even into the pre-dawn hours along the international border and into the Red River Valley. In behind this, some much drier air moves in. So for tomorrow, a much less humid day tomorrow. And we'll see a shift in winds as well. So more like a mix of sun and clouds by the time we get into the later part of the afternoon. And then we'll do this again into Friday. Temperatures stay close to or at the 30-degree mark as we head through the weekend. So 28s, 29s through the afternoon, a few morning showers into northwestern Ontario, and things starting to clear into northern Manitoba as well, with a few showers likely into the northeastern part of the province. Brittany, I'll have your 7-day forecast just ahead.
All right, thanks, Riley, for keeping an eye on all that. Folklorama is getting ready to open its doors. 45 pavilions will welcome visitors for the 55th annual festival. It all starts Sunday and runs till the 15th. We have much more ahead after the break. The Manitoba Métis Federation has opened the doors to its first school campus. The Louis Riel College campus occupies a number of rooms within MMF's building at 200 Main Street. It offers courses related to healthcare and Indigenous-focused early childhood education. The new campus allows the college to have a dedicated in-person training space. While it supports Métis people, the school is open to everyone.
All right, so keep an eye on the weather watches and warnings where you are as we head into the evening tonight, because those will likely be changing as we see conditions changing with that cold front that will cross through southern Manitoba and the area of low pressure that has brought thunderstorms to parts of northern Manitoba as well. But let's have a look at your dog walking forecast. And boy, oh boy, don't we all wish this is where we were today, just where Bijou is. Thank you, Myrna. Enjoying a bit of a pool day. Send your pictures to talkback at cbc.ca. We could see a few showers or some thunderstorms pre-dawn, maybe lingering as late as maybe 8, even 9 o'clock into the Winnipeg region. Fairly low chance of that, but I'll put it on the table. 28 into the afternoon, a much drier feel, less humid through the afternoon. Bombers game tomorrow, looking at 28, 27 by the time that gets underway. And temperatures staying in the high 20s as we get into the weekend, jumping up to 32 for Sunday, 26 for Monday. And I have one weather picture that I'm going to sneak in really quickly for you here from Travis and Grand Marais. Look at that sunset, Brittany.
Beautiful.
Hundreds of people descended on Folkestone, England, dressed head to toe, all in the name of an iconic music video.
It was declared the most Wuthering Heights Day ever, 2026 edition. Here's your daily lift. Okay, these are all Kate Bush fans. They gathered to recreate her iconic 1978 Wuthering Heights music video. Fans dressed as Kathy, the protagonist in Emily Bronte's novel, complete with red dresses and long black wigs.
It's part of an annual tradition falling just before Bush's birthday on July 30th. That dance was also performed by a crowd in North Yorkshire, England, and in Bristol. Another mass Wuther was held at a lake with dancers celebrating on land and in the water.
I just love how into it everybody is.
They're like old school Swifties.
Yeah, right? That's a great way of putting it. I love it. It brings people together.
And soon, sure we'll be doing that for Taylor's birthday too.
Have a wonderful night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.